What is wrong in making it easy for somebody from Kaduna to live in Abia State and be recognized as an Abian? What is wrong from somebody from Abia being recognized as somebody from Kaduna while he has been in Kaduna? Listen, Igbo,
with the ongoing constitution review by the National Assembly. Recently, one of the bills being considered by the committee reviewing the constitution is a bill for an act to alter the constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria 1999 as altered to guarantee indigenous status to persons by reason of birth or continued residence for a period not less than 10 years or by reason of marriage and for other related matters. Recently, that bill has been held on. I think it has been withdrawn for a review by the sponsors of the bill, which is principally sponsored by Right Honorable Benjamin Kalu, the Deputy Speaker of the House of Representatives. So, of course, that bill has actually generated lots of controversies in the country, with some sections of the country, um, you know, talking about a lot of agendas and giving a lot of reasons why the bill should not be accepted by the National Assembly. So I have two gentlemen here. We want to talk about this controversial bill, Chidi and Ifeanyi.
Thank you very
Welcome,
much.
gentlemen.
Thank you very much. Thank you so much.
So, Ifeanyi, let's start with you. Do you think it's wrong for a Nigerian born in Nigeria, irrespective of the state where the person was born, and irrespective of the origin of that person, to be accepted? For example, somebody was born in Imo State, or he has lived in Imo State and paid taxes in Imo State for 10 years, and is it not right for that person to be recognized as a citizen of Imo State?
Well, it's very much right for the person to be recognized as a citizen or an indigenous of Imo State. But let me tell you one funny thing about Nigeria. It is the only country where people want to be in one country, but they don't want to be one people. These people are very funny. We are all funny here. We want to be Nigerians, but we don't want to be seen as one people. You know why? All of us are selfish. They're selfish here. The people who are opposing, let me tell you, there is no way that bill would have been stepped down for this thing they are saying, investigation and all, and review, then check this and check that. Some people are not happy with that bill. They don't like it because it will make all Nigerians equal no matter where you are. It's just like the animal farm where they say that some animals are more equal than others. That's what they want to have in this country. What is wrong in making it easy for somebody from Kaduna to live in Abia State and be recognized as an Abian? What is wrong from somebody from Abia being recognized as somebody from Kaduna while he has been in Kaduna? Listen, Igbo, let me use the word, and an Igbo man, Ebonye Sieri on Awashi. If I'm an indigenous of Abia State, although I'm not from Abia State, I will never allow anybody to come and mess Abia up because I'm a stakeholder in Abia. Why can't we behave normal? Let me tell you this. We copy the American system of democracy. But anything good coming from it, we don't want it. The only thing we want is the corrupt part of it. Listen, my brother. This is why some of us are beginning to question what we are doing together here. We want to be in one country, but we don't want to be one people. Why are we deceiving ourselves? If we don't like this marriage, let's divorce.
Okay, let's look at the flip side of the bill. Of course, the people who are against the bill must also have reasons for that. Chidi, do you think there's a flip side to that bill?
Well, first of all, let me say that the problem of Nigeria is not actually lack of law. There are many laws enshrined in our constitution. Implementing such laws has always been a problem. Secondly, if we enshrine this thing in our constitution, in our subconscious, would we see ourselves as one? Issue of one Nigeria has always been there in the book. But if tomorrow, people, even among fellow indigenous, once you say something that does not go down with um, the majority of the same indigenous people that you belong, you are tagged a non-indigenous of that place. Now, when the real issue about this country is not even about all these things we are talking about. It's just about the fact that some people are not really ready. There are still some countries today, I mean some states in Nigeria, for instance Kaduna State, where population of the Muslims and the Christians are almost equal. Some people are even saying that the Christians are more. But look at them today. Never in history has the Christian produced a governor. A state with such population, equal population of the two religion, call themselves Islamic State. So if this thing can happen in a state where both Christians and Muslims are indigenous of the same state, and one group is calling the other non-indigenous, how do you think this one will work? There are many things that will never work. It's just like issue of the one of the new Nigeria they are talking about. I always tell people we should stop lying to ourselves. New Nigeria is not possible because the idea of quota system in our constitution that started with the colonial masters was there for a reason. It's not meant to last forever. Quota system is not meant to last in the constitution forever. It is for people that have not caught up with others to catch up. Now, more than 100 years after the colonialism in Nigeria, more than 60 years of our independence, the same people that they are expecting to catch up are still stagnant. And everything they get is via quota system at the detriment of people.
But then we are looking at these are I believe the constitution review is about mending the fences, right? These issues that you are discovering, of which I have discovered that having such a law in our constitution will also help amend. So I want Ify to come in this aspect. Don't you think having such a bill where people, by virtue of being resident at a place or even by marriage, guarantees them the right of citizenship? Don't you think it will take away a lot of
the
issues?
law is very, very important. This issue of claiming that we have so many laws in our listen, who made these laws you are talking about? If you look at a majority of the percentage of what you have in your constitution were drafted by the military. So we don't have a democratic law yet. We are trying to amend these things and place them. We don't have enough laws. I don't think we have enough laws. Listen, let me tell you the truth. What the Honorable Deputy Speaker presented in that bill is what Nigeria needs. We all know that what Benjamin Kalu did there is the right thing. And even within him, he withdrew it temporarily according to what we've seen. But he knows very well that if you know Benjamin Kalu very well, you know that he's not a man that starts something stupid. What he brought there is what Nigeria needs. And every Nigerian knows very well that what that man did is the right thing. But I am telling you here that some people are not happy with it because they believe he wants to balance something. And what does he want to balance? He wants to make every Nigerian feel at home. That bill, if passed into law, will make you a true Nigerian. You can wake up and stay anywhere comfortably without anybody telling you that you are a stranger. How can you be a stranger in your own country? Some people don't want that idea to change. They still want to have this issue that if anything happens, we still have abandoned property. Some people are still dreaming of such issues. These such bills will help to correct this useless issue of disabling their back and go back to your land. They don't want such things to change. Benjamin Kalu is trying to make all of us a true Nigerian. But some people still want some Nigerians to be treated as second-class citizens when they travel to another part of Nigeria. bill is what Nigeria needs. Listen, in as much as you cannot force unity, but there is something that bill will do. It will deter some people from exhibiting their stupidity. Imagine during elections, you hear some people coming out to say, these people don't come out. That bill will end that madness. Even if you don't accept it in your heart, it is now enshrined that you must treat everybody equally. And that is the law we want. If you like, claim you have so many laws. I need to shake it. He did the right thing. But let anybody.
But then I know Chizi wants to come in.
I want to
All right,
disagree.
let's hear you.
You are free.
For me, the only law that we need in this country is to replace quota system with meritocracy. Look, successful countries are run like football club. Successful countries are run like a football club. We just spoke about the Super Falcons a few minutes ago. Why are they doing well? Because selection is based on merit. Wherein selection is still on quota system, whether you are qualified or not. We keep dragging us back. When are we talking about a progressive Nigeria?
Okay, so don't you think the bill will create room for that? In that someone who is much more qualified from Anambra living in Abia contesting to become the governor of Abia will be more beneficial for us.
Practically, it will not. Practically, it will not.
Well,
that segregation will still be there.
Well, I don't want to agree with him. He's looking at the pessimistic side of things. Because there is no law yet. You can't claim that something will be when there is nothing to be. Now we have a law that will be. So you are claiming that the law will not work because of what is already on ground. And I am telling you that the law will work because there is no law yet to make that into work. So if this bill is passed into law, let me tell you this. I cannot be a farmer and I will see a charlatan who doesn't know how to do anything in the farm because he's from my area. I will employ him and say, handle my farm. Well, I know there is somebody from elsewhere that can do it better. Government work is a business. If I have a business today and I know that the person that will handle it better is from Kalu State, I'll give it to him.
Well, I don't think we still have so much time to talk about a lot of issues on this bill and the controversies therein. Of course, there are some issues coming out from some people saying, oh, the Fulanis would be much more beneficial because they are the only people, in quotes, allegedly being, complicit in the aspect of land grabbing, right? So, and then some others, especially the indigenous people, are afraid of that kind of.
I don't believe that.
Now,
I don't believe that.
Sorry,
I don't believe. And let me end my view here. I don't believe that the Fulanis will benefit from this indigenization bill. Okay. The indigenization bill is not talking about land grabbing. The indigenization bill.
We are not saying.
No. Listen to me.
What it will lead to.
The moderator just said that what people are alleging.
Yeah.
They are still alleging. And I am telling you that is not the purpose of this law. This law is meant for every Nigerian to reside anywhere, do business anywhere, feel comfortable there, give birth to your children there, train them there, and feel proud that you are from there. I can have a son today in Sokoto who is a boxer. He will represent Sokoto State in national sports competition as a Sokoto man. That is what we are talking about. Be proud of where you are.
And different, you are not looking at the long-term problem.
Which long-term problem?
Like we have the Fulani clashes with indigenous people in other states.
That you are, listen, if without the law they have been clashing, and you are telling me the law will make them to clash. It does not make any sense. It will not help them in any way.
Well, I think this particular issue, due to our time may not permit us to talk more on that. But I feel in subsequent editions of this program, we will be able to exhaust all we have for this issue. It's a very, very broad topic to talk about, especially on the issue of the land grabbing. But I think the next edition of our discussion, we'll have to look at that very critically. Thank you very much, viewers. Please subscribe and share this. Also share your comments. We are eager to read them. Thank you.